Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Becca with House of Lenormand. Today we're picking up on a quick recap or quick follow-up on the Kushner Grand Tableau. The last video I posted I think was about an hour and a half. I was trying to cut that video shorter. We would have been here for hours and hours and hours. I'm just going to point out a couple of things that I didn't want to mention on the last video because we were just running so long on time. I think we were at an hour and a half. But there's a couple of other things I wanted to mention here. And I also wanted to, when we're done here, I wanted to pop up Donald Trump's Grand Tableau just to point out a couple of things. So let's go ahead and jump in. We talked about this bottom row very, very briefly. We talked about this man here, Kushner, being the intermediary to a royal family or a family that has a royal legacy. We talked about his connection to an individual that represents as a person of religious faith that has to do with the star, quite possibly Netanyahu. We talked about links to Russia here with the bear and the ship. What I didn't discuss was these cast of characters down here. This row is showing an alliance, quite possibly a link to friends or a circle of friends, some sort of commitment that these people have made. The ring goes back to the anchor. So it's like a permanent agreement here. Well, there's a bunch of people down here. The bear is catty-cornering here to the crossroads. The crossroads is multiples, options, choices. It's your elections, it's your votes, somewhere where you go to make a choice. Because it's catty-cornering here, I'm going to read this as several people. So with the bear, the sun, and the tower, we're looking at several people that are VIPs to their institution. There's one individual that's very, 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 very large. That's the head of an institution. This could be William Barr. Very large person, VIP of his institution. I'm also seeing another very large person here that's the head of their department. This could be Mike Pompeo. I'm also seeing the president here, a very large person. That's the head of the government. There's also another man here with the fish and the bear. This person is extremely wealthy. They are in the government, perhaps as a VIP, but this person has links to a foreign bank. I'm wondering if this is in reference to Wilbur Ross, because he's a very, very, very wealthy individual that has something to do here with a bank, foreign bank. But he's the most wealthiest of them all in this group. I'm also seeing, let's see here, these could be a few people that work as assistants to these people that are up here that are heads of their department. One could be recognized as a career lawyer here. So this could quite possibly be Rudy Giuliani. And the other one can be the assistant to the person that is heading the entire government, which could be Mike Pence. It looks like they're all sharing the alliance here. Money laundering. Laundering money, abusing money, cycling money overseas through properties and overseas through banks with this person here. This little row right here could just be also talk about his addiction, someone's addiction to prescription drugs down this row. It would be an upper, not a downer, because of the clover. It's something that happens. It's a quick boost of happiness. Okay, so it could be an upper. I wanted to say thank you to Scott Cubley. Hi, Scott. For mentioning on a comment that yes, there will be justice for Khashoggi. because of this little section that's going on right here. We had discussed in the last video that the scythe is in the house of Fox. That was the death here of Khashoggi and how he was cut, literally. Kushner being the intermediary here, we discussed that and how he's stepping into a world of freaking poop right here. We looked at this line of influence for Jared Kushner on the previous reading. There's a betrayal and a heartbreak for him and him that's coming through this woman. This in this reading could be Ivanka Trump. This is her charity here. I know that a lot of people have been asking if she gets away with everything. I did a grand tableau on her. I believe I did it in August 21st, 2019. No, she's not in the clear. She's stepping into a world of poop too. But what we didn't look at was this line of influence here. He's receiving an invitation for the government, or he's receiving an invitation perhaps in the courts, or will be soon. If this is talking about an invitation or a subpoena here to go to a court or to go to government, it is going to nail him for lying to the government, because we have the snake in the house of Tower. So he lied. As time moves forward, he may be receiving another subpoena here, even though it's appearing as an invitation. Well, you don't really have a choice when you get a subpoena. I mean, they've been getting away with it with his father being the head of the institution, but that's all coming to an end. The corners here, this is talking about a death, a loss, an ending, something that's coming to an end. This could be a large community of people, quite possibly the country or the Senate. And here is a friend or an advisor that has been permanent or has been long-term, but this this ending is going to be brought by this person or a ring of people that sink, quite literally. The anchor is your permanence, reaching your goal, being stubborn, kind of being stuck. But it's also talking about something that has depth, because when you put your anchor down, you're not going to go anywhere. It's talking about depth of a situation. So the corners here could be saying that all of this becomes public. It may go to the Senate, or some other type of organization with a large group of people, and this guy or this whole entire ring gets sunk because of the agreements that they have made. The agreements are for their own personal financial gain down here. They've all been working in tandem, all of them, because we have the anchor in the house of ring. The dog is crowned by the ring. This has been a long-term agreement here. They've all been working together in their own individual departments, but they've been working in unison with a common goal. Okay. I think I had mentioned earlier, and I had some questions. This royal family has made payments through properties and back channels here. Back channels to money, foreign property, foreign family. He's going to be found guilty of it. He's stepping into a world of trouble with that. And central to the reading, we have this right here. So, you know, he's happy for now, and he's experiencing some good luck for now, but he's got, in his little box right here, he's got some difficulties ahead. Because if this is his present, this little box, that's all the cards that are directly, immediately around him, he's got a negative card here, a negative card here, and this one's neutral, but it's being influenced by these two. Think of gravity. This is what's weighing down here. So it's negative, negative. So then this one by default becomes negative because of these two cards here. He's stepping into a world of trouble. So I wanted to just pop that in there. We're at 10 minutes. So I just wanted to touch base on the corners, identify these individuals here for you. Thank you, Scott, for pointing out justice for Khashoggi. Also, I wanted to mention very quickly, I had said that there was a redhead back here that had something to do or had knowledge of these little meetings or of corruption, blah, blah, blah. Well, check this out, you guys. My sister just sent me an email or a text message. I'm sorry. She sent me the whistleblower report. I've been reading it. I think I'm only on like page 7 or 8. The Ukrainian ambassador, Marie Yovanovich, I'm sorry, I can't pronounce her name. It's Yovanovitch, excuse me. She's a redhead. And it looks like there was some sort of partnership or agreement where Rudy Giuliani had her kicked out, saying that she was corrupt and she needed to be kicked out, something about the servers, all that other stuff. But it was a setup. This whole thing was a setup. They're all working in tandem to secure his election so that they can continue to enrich themselves. This guy's the intermediary. There's a betrayal to the country or a betrayal to the government here. But they've all been plotting away in secret, to secure this man. The primary VIP here, even though there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 that I can find here in this little square. But they've all been working together. Mike Pence as well. So I know that you guys have been asking for grand tableaus on William Barr. I took a picture of that. I posted it on the little message thing on YouTube. I'm going to get to that soon. You guys wanted one on Pence. I need to do his too because he's in a world of trouble. I need to do a reading on Giuliani. I just got a question from a subscriber. Thank you for some questions on Brexit. I'm going to try to get to that as quickly as I can. And I wanted to point out for everyone that's on the media and everybody's freaking out, oh my God, well, is the Senate gonna, outs Trump? Well, here's Donald Trump's original grand tableau. I've always said separation, October. Investigations in September. This is when we found out about the phone call. You know what? Let me pause this and put it up because I don't know if you guys are familiar with the numbers. I'll be right back. Okay, everyone, I'm back. This is Donald Trump's grand tableau. He's down here, line of fate, okay? The intention for this grand tableau was to go from May to December. Luckily for us, each column lined up exactly how it was supposed to for us to be able to look 8 months ahead from the time that I did this tableau, which was in April. So we were looking at May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. I've always said separation comes in October. I double checked myself in my book. The scythe is also the fall. I don't know when the first official day of fall was. Was it the 23rd? 22nd, 23rd? But that's when we got the news from the investigation by the House when they found out about the conversation for the elections that happened overseas to investigate the son of his opponent. That's when they announced, hey, formal impeachment. I said once we get to September, it was all downhill because he has the stars, what is this? The clouds and the coffin. Well, the clouds, you want it as far away and behind the stars. Otherwise, you can't see which direction you're going to go. And this right here is just a series of really bad events, unfortunate events. So as we move along from now till December, it's just going to be bad news for him. And there's an ending to his career in December. Okay. I know everybody's kind of worried that, there's been a lot of speculation about the Senate. They're not going to vote to impeach. Please calm down. The Senate, is right around here, okay? We have the lilies in the house of snake, the snake in the house of bear, the book in the house of mice, and the stars in the house, I'm sorry, the clouds in the house of stars. These two cards here are marrying each other because the stars, I'm sorry, the sun is in the house of clouds, clouds is in the house of sun. Okay, these two are marrying each other. And the tower lands in its own house, meaning the government's institutions, courts and everything are going to be huge from the timeline that was set for this tableau. They betray him in secret. This is the Lily's Knights over here to the garden. This is an organization full of old white men, with the lilies being the king of spades. A group of old white men, very conservative, lily white. Okay, very purist. They're betraying in secret. There's also something weird going on here with the Clintons. Here, also something really weird going on here with links to William Barr lying and covering up for the president here in November. William Barr is back here, but as we move along, he's coming to an end as well. This right here showed up for me as Jeffrey Epstein, even though I had intended for him to show up as Junior. So I'm seeing Jeffrey Epstein Jr., quite also possibly Mike Pence, because the cross lands back on the dog. This could be someone that's extremely religious. So when this happens, he sinks too. I need to read on him to see exactly where he's at and what's coming up for him. But based on this tableau, he's not permanent there. He reaches an end as well. And for Junior, he's done. He's done. He's got the cross right on him. He's done. We're just waiting. The lilies takes a long time. The anchor is 1 year minimum. So the timeline that was set for him for this tableau was May through December. This is showing an end for him in December. If this is Junior, he's stuck until December. Okay. Once he goes down, he goes down. Every tableau that I've done on Junior, I cannot see ahead of him. He always lands at the very, very edge, and it just shows everything that he's done. So perhaps that's what they have him on, and they're just waiting. They're just being patient and waiting for this guy to sink, and then they go after him because he gets arrested. It shows here, this person gets arrested, arrested at an airport. So I don't know if he's going to follow the same line or the same path that Epstein did, where they arrested him at the airport, perhaps after this happens and the ending for him comes, and perhaps he tries to flee, but he's arrested at an airport. Quite possibly. I don't know, because this was from May to December, but he's done. We're just waiting for for him to end, and then this opens up for him. But like I said, don't worry about the Senate. They betray in secret. So I hope that was helpful. I'm going to try to go ahead and work on those other readings for you guys. I have Barr, I have Pence, and I have Brexit coming up. Okay. Thank you so much for being with me here today. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys on my next one. Bye-bye.